All right, this is going to be Cartesian diver troubleshooting. Here's what often happens. First off, you'll have somebody who takes their dropper, right? They've made their Cartesian diver. They put it into the bottle. They cap it, and they start squeezing it, and squeezing it, and squeezing it. It will not go down, no matter what they do. Well, the issue has to be, right? There's just not enough water to initially begin with. So what the person needs to do is they need to actually draw some water in, have kind of a practice tank over here, let go, make sure that it's floating, but it's barely floating. That's kind of the ideal. After you do that, you take it, set it in here. It's still floating, but now you're going to see I can do this with one hand. Oh, maybe not one hand, two hands. And it goes down. All right? Now to make it with one hand, I'd have to just add a little bit more water. Okay, another issue that kids have come across with their Cartesian divers is they've made their treasure. And the treasure, remember, if you look what it is, it's a candle, and they have a split shot sinker and a hook. And they drop this in here. And the key is for it to stand straight up, but you can see this is falling over. So that's an issue, because you want it to stand straight up. So what I need you to do is this. We simply, and this is a student that came up with this a few years back, you're going to take your candle, and you're going to set it down just like that, and then you're going to light this candle, and hopefully you can see this. I'm not sure. Let me double check this. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. And what I'd like you to do is you get another candle, just regular candle. You're going to light it side by side, put it right underneath, and then what you're going to do is we're going to fuse these two together just by dripping hot wax onto it. So carefully pick this up. I'm going to start dripping hot wax. Hold on, there we go, this. Just dripping hot wax down on in between, so they'll fuse together. You can see that. I'm not sure if you can see that or not. There we go. Just be really careful. And there you go. It'll cool down. Blow this out. Let it cool down for a moment there. The bell just rang, so kids are going to be coming in, so please disregard those guys. And hey, can you do me a favor? Well, can you close the door and let nobody come in? I want to finish this video. Thank you, sir. Alright, so it's cooled down enough. It's still going to be a little soft. It could be warm. Be careful. But now watch this. I set it over here. I drop it back in. Oops. And see how it goes down, but it's standing straight up? That's what you want. Okay, so now we've corrected how to make the diver easier to rise and fall. We've corrected how to keep the treasure straight up and down. The last thing is this. We're going to put the two together. Put the treasure in here and put the pipette in here, and we're going to then squeeze, and the object of the game is to go down and hook the treasure and bring it up. However, what happens sometimes is the kids will squeeze it, and this is really difficult, and all of a sudden they hook it and they're all excited, and it tries to pick it up and it can't. And it can't because it's just a little too heavy. So instead, what you have to do is you're going to adjust how much water's in here with this. And you want, if I set this in here, it should be able to hold up the treasure. It should hold up the treasure, which it looks like it's doing. Here, I'm just double check this. Let's see if, yep, see how the Cartesian diver is holding it up, and it's not off the floor. It's off the bottom. That's what you want. Because sometimes this is what kids get. They have too much water in here, and then they let go. Let's see if I do this more. And it doesn't hold it up. It's actually sitting at the bottom. And that's not good, because that's going to create a situation where you're going to go down and hook it up, but it won't be able to lift it up. So you need to tweak this just perfect. Once you've tweaked it perfectly, like this, now we know that it holds up the treasure. It'll go down, it'll capture it, and then all we have to do is put it over here. Oops. Set it in. Carefully let go of it. I should have tweezers. Oops, there it goes. It's still held on. And now I have a situation like this. If I kept this on nice and tight, it'll go down, oops, sorry, and fall, and bring it back up. Good luck.